月經嘅人，當佢因為經濟嘅原因，佢可能唔能夠得到一個佢想得到嘅月事用品，或者冇足夠嘅月事用品去處理佢嘅經期，其實已經係其中一個即係月事貧窮嘅即係情況咯。
我自己覺得月經貧窮咧有兩個層面嘅，第一個層面就係思想上嘅層面，就係、我哋喺一啲嘅廣告啦、媒介入邊咧，我哋唔知道原來有嗰啲嘅月事用品存在，我哋對於月事用品嗰個嘅即係知識咧係好狹隘嘅時候咧，其實都算係一種月經貧窮。另一種咧就係經濟上嘅貧窮，咁我就算知道一啲嘅月事用品嘅存在，但係我喺經濟上我負擔唔到。咁我於是唔能夠選擇嗰個產品，其實都係一種月經貧窮。
咁去處理，咁所以喺香港的確係好難，我哋好似見到其他一啲即係發展中嘅國家咁樣去，好明顯話啊，佢因為即係冇月事用品，佢返唔到學啦，或者佢即係做唔到嘢啦，咁
可能佢哋覺得貧窮就係你冇得用就係貧窮，你要用樹葉就係貧窮。咁但係佢冇諗過，其實嗰個換月事用品嗰個頻密程度啊，或者佢用邊一種質素嘅月事用品啊，其實都係定義緊嗰個貧窮嘅問題。
當有人話月經杯係好唔衞生嘅時候，我會反問翻佢，其實佢知唔知自己用衛生巾或者棉條嘅時候，係咪真係一個衞生嘅情況去處理呢？即係佢有冇準時換呢啲月事用品啦，或者佢有冇喺佢換嘅時候，其實佢有洗乾淨嘅雙手啊，保持衞生先去換呢？其實月經杯係一個醫學級直膠嘅產品，咁你係可以好安全咁去消毒清潔。其實我哋所有嘅用品都可以好唔衞生嘅，就好睇佢點樣用。
我覺得睇衞唔衞生嘅程度，其實係講緊個人對於嗰個月事用品使用嘅習慣咯。咁其實相對於其他嘅產品，我又覺得月經杯已經係一個物質上即係質地上面相對嚟講一個簡單嘅一個工具。相對於例如衛生巾、即棄衛生巾，佢要用棉花啊或者一啲膠啊等等去製造。其實一個好簡單，只係用醫療矽膠去做嘅一個產品，其實我哋對於個物質上嘅擔心已經係少咗。
我就有成立咗一個叫 Free Freeze Hong Kong 嘅即係計劃啦，咁就同另外兩位朋友仔一齊做嘅。咁其實就係一個透過我哋聯絡唔同嘅一啲團體，咁佢哋係會接觸到一啲唔同嘅基層婦女嘅，咁可能包括年青媽媽啦，包括一啲即係劏房嘅婦女們啦，或者一啲即係宿舍入邊嘅女仔啦，咁就係希望透過一啲workshop 啦、教育嘅方式咧，同時間可以俾到佢哋一個月經杯或者一組嘅即係個衛生巾，去等佢哋去體驗一下啊環保嘅月事用品係點嘅咧，同時就係都俾一啲知識層面去即係等佢再多啲information 去知道啊衞生嘅月經係即係應該點樣去處理嘅咧？
我會做，我哋個合作上邊會做多少少啦，就係我哋會入學校嗰度去同一啲男生女生去推廣一啲唔同嘅月事用品。首先喺思想上俾佢哋知道，其實月事用品有好多個選擇，佢哋唔一定要揀坊間佢哋廣告上面見得到嗰啲啦。第二，我覺得我哋唔係淨係睇我哋呢一代嗰個月經貧窮嘅問題，我哋睇緊嘅係一個跨代嘅貧窮問題咁樣咯。我哋俾佢哋知道咗有呢一類嘅產品嘅時候，其實佢哋會同佢哋嘅下一代去講翻，咁佢哋下一代知道得多啲嘅時候，又會同佢哋下一代去講翻。其實我哋係處理緊唔係一代嘅問題，其實我哋係處理緊個跨代貧窮嘅問題。
同埋我哋就係希望達到一齊做嘅嗰個氛圍，就係其實講月經呢樣嘢係一啲都唔尷尬嘅，咁先可以俾到佢哋有個機會去講啊，其實我有啲咩嘅需要，或者我即係婦女健康上面有啲咩嘅 concern，咁佢都係要透過男女仔都願意去聽同講，去討論呢個 topic，我哋先即係可以製造到成個社會嘅氣氛係大家係可以講到自己嘅需要。可以做啲咩去對抗月經貧窮？我會話其實我哋需要更加願意去討論月經呢個話題嘅，咁可以喺你嘅身邊嘅朋友之間去即係講呢個話題啦，或者話俾人哋知啊，原來有其他嘅月事用品存在嘅喎，去等大家都會開始去覺得啊，月經其實唔係一個咁禁忌、咁羞恥嘅事，而係大家可以好自由自在咁樣去表達自己一啲對月經嘅需要啦，或者佢對月經嘅一啲睇法嘅。
其實如果產品上咧，我又覺得可以做普及到啦，同埋嗰個嘅競爭力咧係差唔多嘅。咁大家去選擇嘅時候咧，就會即係容易都要選擇。咁我哋有個買一捐贈嘅時候咧，其實對於一啲貧窮嘅女仔，佢亦都有機會多啲嘅機會可以接觸到呢一類產品。
所以其中就係買譬如 Luna 嘅 Period Cup 嘅話咧，其實佢哋都會捐贈一個俾我哋喺 Free Period Hong Kong 嘅計劃底下去進行即係捐助嘅，咁佢哋會 support 我哋啲即係教育上面嘅工作。
All right. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, hi, everyone. Yeah, we'll be starting shortly. Thank you so much for joining us today. All right. Please feel free to comment where you are watching from, and we will wait for more people to join. Please like and share this live. All right, so we will start in 2 minutes. Okay. Let us share the live. All right. Okay, so yeah. Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's Facebook Live session. My name is Liza, and I'm from HelperChoice. Thank you all for taking the time to join us today for this important conversation. So at HelperChoice, we believe in supporting and empowering domestic workers not only through ethical employment opportunities, but also through education, awareness, and um, community support. So today, we're very happy to collaborate with Free Periods Hong Kong to talk about a topic that is often overlooked but affects many women every day. So the period poverty and menstrual health awareness. So before we begin, don't forget to like and share this live, tag your friends, and drop your questions in the comments for our Q&A later. Okay. Let's see if we have some viewers. Yeah, we already have some viewers. Awesome. So today we are joined by Zoe from Free Periods Hong Kong. Let's bring Zoe in. All right. Hi, Zoe. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning,
All right.
everyone.
Good morning. All right, Zoe is the co-founder of Free Periods Hong Kong and has been actively promoting menstrual health, menstrual education, breaking period stigma, and supporting communities affected by period poverty in Hong Kong. So yeah, thank you again, Zoe, for joining us today. We're very grateful to have you here to share more about Free Periods Hong Kong and period poverty and the importance of menstrual health awareness, especially for migrant domestic workers and underserved communities. So at this point, I'll now hand it over to Zoe to continue the discussion.
Great. So hi everyone. I'm Zoe from Freepers Hong Kong. So Freepers Hong Kong started in 2018, 2019 that we found that period poverty, maybe there was something also happening in Hong Kong while the global is discussing a lot at the time. So we try to get some resources that we can provide to young mothers, women who live in the divided houses. So we try to explore how the situation is in Hong Kong. So in the past 5 years, we try to communicate with different community, including the migrant domestic worker, ethnic minorities in Hong Kong, deaf community in Hong Kong, that we try to translate our knowledge that we already know about menstrual health to different community. So last year we did a menstrual health fund day for the migrant domestic worker, so that we try to use all the knowledge translated to Indonesia, Bahasa, and also Tagalog. That's more domestic worker can know more about menstrual health. So this is how we are working in Hong Kong now. So before we go into menstrual health section or talk about the menstrual products, I would like to have a little quiz for everyone to see, do you know what it is, or do you know your own menstrual health? Are we going, can we, yeah. So this is the first question that you can try to type ABC, or you can just think of your own answer, that how much is the total amount? That means in total 5 days or 7 days, the bleeding during the menstrual period. If you think it is A, which are around 100 millimeters, B, which is a box of lemon tea, or a box of soy milk, which around 300 millimeters, and a C is a liter of like family size orange juice. You can think about it and see in your total, for example, 1 month period, how much amount during your breeding time, how much blood is in it. You can think about it and see in your own experience, is that very heavy breathing or is very little. You can think about it. Okay, so the answer is from some medical research. The total amount of bleeding during one menstrual period is around 50 to 100 millimeters. So it's a very crucial knowledge that we need to know if our bleeding is too heavy. For example, you need to use a light pad, or need to use a diaper size period blood, menstrual pads. That means it maybe is a too heavy bleeding, which also is an indicator for different kinds of menstrual health issues. So this is something that you can also observe by yourself to see how your menstrual health is. So another question is, how many types of products do you know that we can use for managing our menstruation, handling our menstruation? Is it only one, or 3, or 5 and more? What do you think? Do you think there is any other, or how many options do we have? Morning. Yeah, let's have a guess. How many products do we have for handling our period? Have you heard about any products other than pads? If you know, you can also name them and share in the chat box.
Yeah, you can share it. Our audience, you can answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the answer of this question actually is 5 or even more. It depends on how you make your own menstrual products for handling your period, or do you know any other more natural or organic products? So we will talk about one by one later, how to use them and the pros and cons of all the products. So this is some warm-up exercise I want to share with you guys. And about our period, actually should be start from 10 to 15 years old girls or people who menstruate. So if you guys have daughter back to your home country, it is also a time that for you to discuss with them about their first period. And I know that in Hong Kong, maybe you guys also witness or experience that some girls is much more younger to start their first period. We have heard that there are some girls who are 7 or 8 years old already start their periods. So it really depends. And the age of the people who have menarche, which is the first period, is getting younger and younger, and we will experience about 400 times of period menstrual cycle. So it's a very long time, around 40 to 50 years that we need to handling our period. So it's why not we have a much more good preparation or good ways to handling our period. This is why we want to share all our experience and our knowledge with you all. So another very important knowledge or something that we always forget or neglected is have you tried to observe your own ovulation? Ovulation means every time before period, there is one or two eggs in our ovary will come out. So it's a signal or it's a cycle that if you want to get pregnant, ovulation time is very crucial for people to get pregnant because the egg is ready to meet the sperm and have a baby in our uterus. So when ovulation time, actually you will have some symptoms. For example, you will have some discharge. You will feel and you know that in you will have an egg white discharge on your underwear. Some people will feel or have different kind of signal. For example, a little back pain, a stronger sexual desire, a little, very little bleeding, just like few drops of period of blood will come out. This is also something a signal of ovulation. So when you notice or when you observe there is ovulation, you find out that ovulation comes 14 days later. So around 2 weeks, your period will come. So this is a very quite accurate from the medical science that if you find out the ovulation time, you can predict when your menstruation will come. So once the ovulation comes, 2 weeks later, the menstruation will come. However, we don't have a very regular, not everyone have the same pattern. It is because for the menstruation time to the next ovulation time, everyone is different. It may be because of your stress, it may be because of different lifestyle situation. Our menstruation to next ovulation, some people will have 10 days, some people will have 40 days, even 50 days. So everyone is different. Even if I have a very regular period or very regular menstrual cycle, sometimes maybe I have very big life changes, very high pressure time. It also varies. It also will affect our ovulation time. So if you want to plan your, for example, summer is coming, if you need to plan go swimming with your friends or bring the kids to the swimming class, this is something that you can predict that, oh, I find that my ovulation time is here. And then if you can track or record every time, you can see the pattern of your own menstrual cycle. Then you can know when I should, for example, get prepared for the tampon, buy the tampon for swimming, or buy other products for swimming, or discuss with your boss if you need to like go bring them to the swimming class. So this is something that you can do, and you can record and plan your daily life more easier. So what Fibris do in Hong Kong, mostly we try to let everyone, or we try to gather resources that everyone can live freely with our menstruation. So we have a motto that everyone deserves a free period. So we think that no matter who, we should have enough resources, including knowledge, including material resources, that we can have a more easy or free life in Hong Kong. So let's go to talk about what is period poverty. So period poverty in global definition, in the UN Women definition, is people who cannot afford or access to menstrual products, including hygiene facilities, education, and awareness to manage or to handle our menstrual health. So it's a very broad concept, not only about, oh, do I have enough pads or tampon to handle our period, but also, do we have a good environment for us to handling our period? So that's why when we find that many people is struggling, especially for the low income women and girls, they may not able to buy enough or high quality period products to handle their period, and also they may have a financial burden loops that they will struggle because they do not have enough money to buy it. And also sometimes we will have cramps, we will have period pain, or we will have other discomfort with our period. So some people, maybe they do not have ability to buy the pain meditation or even a clean underwear, also affect their period health. So this is something that not only about the pets, the products that just handling the period, but also in a wellness, well-being wise, how we can treat ourselves better. So back to 2017, there is research already showed that in UK, 1 of 10 girls, 10% of the girls in UK cannot afford period products. So this is not just only happening in some developing countries, but also in different already developed country also facing this kind of difficulty. And we also see that there are 15 to 20% of African girls will skip school during their cycles. I don't know if you have heard this kind of stories back to your home country. There are many girls that because of the culture, because of the knowledge that they don't know, or the products price is too high for them, that they cannot buy products, or even they can able to buy the products to handle period. They will find that in the school they don't have facility to handle the waste. So for example, the toilet is don't have a bin for them to handling the used menstrual products, or the toilet is not that secure. Maybe they don't have a locked door for them to handling the period. They will feel stressed, or they will feel scared, afraid when they are changing their period pads. So this is also something that in different countries they may face these kind of challenges when they need to handle their period. So that's those girls, sometimes they will just skip school because they need to walk a very long way to go to school, that they cannot able to change the pads, or they cannot make sure their clothes or skirt is clean, so they are afraid to go to school. So this is something happening all around the world. So what happened in Hong Kong? Last year, there is many news, and also from the Plan International Hong Kong also did a Hong Kong-based research that very similar situation in Hong Kong, that 10% of the girls that they interview also facing this kind of challenge. And some people even say that, oh, because the struggle, the challenges that they face, they don't want to be a woman. They don't want to have this kind of cycle in their life, that they don't want to handle it. It is too trouble or too burden to them. And we also find that at that time, we also did a research with the migrant domestic worker community. This also facing, because of our income and also the situation that we work with our boss at home. If we want to use some kind of reusable products, or if we want to reallocate our job duty, sometimes we also feel or face that kind of challenges. So this is something that situation in Hong Kong. So this is some data or research that we try to map out how is the situation in Hong Kong in 2019. At that time, there are over 40% of the respondents did try to save money, so that they prefer not changing their pets, use it over 4 hours. So ideally, for one menstrual pad, it should be changed every 2 to 3 hours, no matter how many blood on your pets. Because for the hygiene issue, there must be some, for example, sweat or discharge already on the pets. So once they expose to the air, the bacteria will keep growing. So no matter how much blood on the pets, it should be changed to every 2 to 3 hours. But many people, because they want to save money, they will try, because it's not full yet, or I have not much period blood on it, so I use longer. And at that time, we have heard some stories that people will use it for over 8 hours, over 10 hours, try to save the amount of the pets they use during the period.
So Zoe,
And
yeah, so Zoe, this statistics is really an eye-opening. Like
yeah,
42% of respondents share that they tried saving money by using menstrual pad. It's for longer periods. Eventually, yeah, it really like hits a health risk for them, right?
yeah, because we cannot, there is no statistic or research to show us that what happened if we use a longer time. Because the disposable menstrual pad actually is made of different kinds of plastic. It is not breathable. So we also have that there are many people, if they use a longer time, they will have different kind of allergies or itchies uh, uh, for the skin. So this is something that we need to pay attention on it, that your skin problem, or because there are many infections may happen if you use too long for only one pad, because the bacteria keep growing, and it can go, if your vulva or if your vagina have some wounds that can go into your body. So this is something that we cannot say that, oh, I don't have much blood on my pad, I change it a longer time. It can be very dangerous. However, we don't have research to show that or prove to you guys that, oh, you need to change every 2 to 3 hours. But very importantly, we need to be aware to observe our body situation. For example, do you have allergies? Some people will say, oh, use pad, everyone will have allergies. Maybe you think that it is common, but actually it is not. It is not an ideal way to handling our period like this. So this is something that everyone need to be aware of. So this is the other question that we have asked our respondent, that will they cut the expenses on period products for other expenses. For example, mother will cut the cost of buying products so that she can save money for the kids to go to some interest class or some other school activities. There are almost 30% of respondents share with us that, oh, they did do something like that. You will see that period seems that it's a lower priority compared to other household expenses or household activities. But this is something that we always neglect our own self-care and also our importance. So I guess it is quite common in every culture or every community, because period is very seldom to open discussion like this. We don't know how the consequences is, so we think that, oh, it should be okay to wear longer time. It should be okay to not changing the past, but people keep raising the awareness. We try to bring it out, and people can think about it and see how we can treat ourselves better. Yeah. So let's go to the products part. Before we go to products part, this is something that how we see the period poverty issue. It's not only about money, but also do we know the knowledge around period products, the health knowledge that we just mentioned, and also is there a safe space? Is our society good enough for us? For example, when we go out, do we have a proper facility, proper toilet to change our period products? Or if we feel, oh, suddenly periods come, do we have somewhere we can buy the products? This is also something that we talk about, a safe space or a period friendly space to handling our period. So we did some workshops before with migrant workers, and we try to create or produce some reusable cloth bag with the low income community back to 2019. Some workshop just like today to talk about all the period products. So when we go to period products that we have to handle period, there are many options, including cloth packs, menstrual packs, tampon, menstrual cup, menstrual disc, and also period underwear. This is something that you can quite easily to buy online in Hong Kong now. And also there are some shop that's selling organic or reusable products, may also have all these kind of products in their physical shop. So if you want to buy in a physical shop, you may search some organic shop that they may have, especially in Hong Kong Island side. There will be maybe more option that you can access or have a look to it. So we can, let me switch the camera so that you can see the products. So here it is. Let's see. Do we need to stop the screen? Okay, yeah, great. So I guess for the pads, everyone know how to use it, but be reminded that the pads need to store in a dry space to make sure it does not get molded or get any other water in it. And every time when you open it and change it, try to not touch the surface of the where it absorbs the blood. And also remind you that every 2 to 3 hours you need to change one menstrual pads. So this is something that you can access quite easily in Hong Kong. The other one is the tampon. So this is a tampon called tampon with applicator. So this plastic one is the applicator. So it helps you to put the tampon inside the body. So here is a model of our vagina and also our uterus. So you can imagine this is the leg here. It should stand like this. This is the neck, and then it's like split into two. So this is our uterus. This is the ovary. So the babies will grow here and come out from the vagina. So where the tampon should be put is, you can hold it like this, and the finger can push this end so that the tampon can come out from this side. So when you use it, you can push it inside the vagina as deep as you can. So very importantly, if you use tampon, some people will have experienced that, oh, I have tried to use tampon, but it's very uncomfortable because I feel something here. This is the biological knowledge that we need to learn, that here we have many pain nerves that can feel our pain here. So when you use a tampon, you need to push further so that the tampon is not around this area. So once the tampon is go inside, when the period blood come out, it will absorb. So it will get a little bit bigger, and after 4 to 6 hours, longer than the past, once you feel, for example, 4 hours, you know that, oh, it should be around time I need to change it. You can use this press to pull it out. The other signal is if you have a very heavy day, heavy breathing day, maybe 2 hours, the tampon already absorbed all the blood. This thread will have the blood. So it means that if this tampon is full, the blood will also absorb at this thread. So once you see there is red color on the thread, you know it's a time to take it out. So remember, when you take it out, you can use the wrapper or the package that you have, or just a tissue to wrap it and put it in the bin. Don't put it in the toilet because it cannot go through the pipe. Every time you change, it's longer than the pads. And also very important, for example, when you go swimming, go to a beach, or you go to a swimming pool, it's also good for you that before going to swimming, change a new one, and after swimming, you change a new one. So just to prevent if there is any other water go into the fresh, will make you have any infection or other problem. So better to change it before and after your swimming exercise. So some people did ask, is it normal for having long period of menstruation, because you usually last for 3 to 4 days, but now it's 7 to 10 days. So 3 to 10 days is also a normal range. But very importantly, you need to observe, do you have much more serious period cramps? Do you have other discomfort when you change the period time? If no, it's also okay for you to just keep observing it. The duration of the period is also still normal in our information from the government or from some medical advice. So this is the tampon, and then I can show you the menstrual cup. There are different sizes and different shapes. So mainly you will see is a kind of bell-shaped menstrual cup. Most of them is made in silicone, and also you can boil it. So all the reusable product that we have, especially for the insertive products, you can sterilize it with hot water, boiling water. So you need to boil it for 3 to 5 minutes. This is some very basic ways of sterilizing the silicone products. But sometimes because living in others' home, maybe you don't have a chance to sterilize it like this. You can also buy some sterilizing tablet. So with a little cup with the sterilizing tablet, you can just place it for 15 minutes, then the sterilization process is finished, and then you can use it. So after the sterilization, you can throw your cup like this. So make it smaller and then push it inside the vagina. So when you release the finger, it should be open like this. But because sometimes you are very nervous and the vagina is much narrower in your body, so it may be squeezed like this. Then you have to make sure you twist the bottom so that you can make sure the cup is open inside the body. So this you may need to practice for few times, or you may need to prepare for like around 2 to 3 periods time. You can more easy to make sure the menstrual cup is open. So for the first 1 or 2 times when you use the menstrual cup, you can use with some panty liners, or you can use with some period underwear, so that you won't have a very messy time when you go out. But why people would like to use the menstrual cup is one menstrual cup can last for 10 years. So if you buy one menstrual cup, you sterilize it and clean it properly, store it properly, you can use up to 10 years. So this is something that we will also call a sustainable period products, because you don't need to buy disposable product every month, every quarters. You can use it for a longer time. But very importantly that you have to sterilize it and clean it properly. And also you cannot get any scratches on the cup, because the silicone is very smooth. Once you have some scratches on it, you may not clean it very fruitfully. So this is something that you'll have to be aware of. And I've heard that some customer, they may have cats or dogs in their home. They will take it out and bite it. So make sure you store it properly in your home. So this is menstrual cup. And there is other option called menstrual disc. So menstrual disc is something new in few years. So menstrual disc is, you can throw it like this, like an egg, number 8 shape, and also put it in. So a little bit different is it should be hold up like this. So menstrual cup is like this, just hold the blood here. The menstrual disc is more like a proof that can collect all the blood in the very entrance of the uterus, of the cervix. So once when you take it out, you need to pull this ring, and the blood together will come out here. So it can hold more blood than the menstrual cup. It can use a longer time, around 10 hours. But also you need to be aware of when you take it out, the blood will come out together. Sometimes if you use menstrual cup, if the cup is not that full, you can hold the blood, hold the cup, and then the blood can go into the toilet. So this one, you have to make sure you are sitting on the toilet, and then you can take it out carefully. So it is a little bit different of the design of and the places how it put inside the body and then take it out from the body. So some people will also think about, oh, is it safe for beginners? I would say when you use all the insertive products, if you're very afraid or you haven't have a chance to touch or feel your body, you can try to buy a smaller one. So smaller one means that they have all data of their products, that, for example, the diameter of the menstrual cup, you can buy a smaller one, around 40 millimeters. This is something that you can try to buy. And because of the cup is smaller, you will feel more safe. Mentally, you will think that, oh, I can manage it. so you will feel more easy to use the menstrual cup or the menstrual disc. But you need to know that every new products, tampons, cloth pad, you also need a time to get used to it. You need some practice time. For example, when you use a menstrual cup, remember to use panty liners or other products so that you can make sure you don't have any leakage, so that you will feel more comfortable or feel more safe when you use some new products. So there is another questions about your period is so heavy on the second and the third day. You have to change the pads for every 1.5 or 2 hours. So this is also maybe some signal to remind you to have a health check, because heavy bleeding is not a good sign unless you have already do a check-in with the doctor, make sure the uterus is healthy. Yeah, I will suggest you have find time to do some health check, especially for heavy bleeding. Yep. And then finally, there are two reusable products that we can use. One is the cloth pad. So very similar to our disposable one. They have clip button here. When you use it, just like the disposable pads, but they use clip to hold it. So you can clip it like this. And then the pads will go on the underwear. So very importantly, because it just used the button to hold the whole pads on the underwear, better to use a tighter underwear to make sure it holds properly. And also every time, just like the disposable one, you need to change it every 2 to 3 hours. So when you have blood here and you change it, for example, outside, when you change it, you can throw it like this. Most of the brand, they have waterproof here. So at the back, they also have waterproof. So when you throw it like this, the blood won't come out. And also something different from the disposable pad is because it made by cotton or some breathable materials, it will dry. Compared to the disposable one, for example, if you use one for 4 hours, if you leave it there for 2 days, it will still feel wet. But for the cloth pad, because they are made in cotton fabric, they will dry. So compared to the disposable one, the smell is much more less. You can just only smell some kind of blood ionic smell, but not that smell when you use the disposable one. So this is something that you can consider. For example, if you have very long period, you don't have much blood, but you have like 10 days period, especially in the later day, you only have few drops. Then for the reusable one, is much more money saving and also more eco-friendly, that you can consider to use them. And also you can make by your own. If you are good at sewing, stitching, you can follow some pattern online. You can search online. There are many patterns that teach how to make cloth packs on your own. Then you can buy some clothes, or you can upcycle some t-shirt that you don't wear anymore to make your own cloth pack. So make sure it is clean, and also you have some layers for absorbing the blood. Then you can make your own. And then also at the same time, you just clip it on the underwear, then it is good to go. So this is something you can also consider and even make on your own, and share with your family. So final one is a period underwear. So this one is getting popular in Hong Kong now and over the world. it's just like an underwear, but different brands will have different design or structure that mainly that's this purple area for absorbing the blood. So they will use some cotton or they will use some sportswear materials that they can absorb, but at the same time they can get dry very easily. So you can use it, and most of the brand will indicate that for this purple area can absorb 2 to 3 day packs. Some brand even more. So you can use it for some lighter days. Just wear them for the whole day, or on your heavy breathing day, you can use with the menstrual cup, or you can use with other products like tampon or thinner pads. But this one can give you a waterproof and also absorbency, just in case if you have a heavy breathing, you can have one more like secure layer for your daily life. So this is something that you can also consider. So these are all the products you should be able to find in Hong Kong. And there are some more, for example, sponge, different kinds of products that you can use, or from different materials. This is also something that you can also consider. But we would like to remind you all that when you buy all the menstrual products, you need to check whether they produce, do they have license, or do they have any proof that their factory is authorized to produce this kind of products. Because you can find very easily on Taobao or AliExpress that these kind of products can sell very cheap, like 10 Hong Kong dollars you can get one, but you don't know where it produced. You don't know, do they have a proper factory to produce them, or their materials is safe to use. So this is something that you need to do some homework before you buy the products. So just be aware when you purchase, need to do some research and to ask people where to buy safe menstrual products like this. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Zoe. Those are really very valuable insights. And yeah, I just want to add, in the Philippines, sanitary pads are still the most commonly used menstrual product. While the tampons and menstrual cups are less commonly due to maybe cultural beliefs, lack of education about it, and as well as some accessibility and cost.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, and yeah. For everyone watching, feel free to continue sending your questions in the comment section. We'll answer a few during the Q&A portion. And if you're finding this discussion helpful, don't forget to share this live so more people can learn about this important topic. Yeah. Okay, Zoe.
Yes. So, I have the final slide that if you have any questions, you can follow our Instagram, and also we have a little feedback form that would love you guys to fill in, to share your thoughts, or is that clear enough, or do you want any more information around this topic? So feel free to share your feedback and thoughts to us. So if you have any other questions, also you can message us on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, right. Okay. Let's see if we have questions coming from the audience.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment your questions. I guess we have some questions during the. Okay, I think it's been answered. Yeah, this one
Yeah,
it's been
I guess
answered.
for one of the beginners, is that safe to use for the beginners? I think mostly when we share this kind of information, more people will ask, "Oh, will it get hurt, or will it be very painful when I use this kind of like big products in my body?"
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can try to get used to it step by step. For example, you can buy a lighter tampons first, because tampon also have different sizes.
Oh.
For lighter day, we'll have a smaller tampon, which will much more smaller than the menstrual cup. So you can try the smaller tampon first and get used to it, or do you feel that is it something that you want to use? Because not everyone like the feeling of putting something inside the body. So you can try a relatively cheaper products, one-off products, so that you can feel that do you want to use something inside the vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get used to it, you can go to some smaller menstrual cup. Then you can step by step to use something insertive. And also, there are some people will also ask, oh, can a girls if they don't have sexual experience, is that okay for them to use insertive products like tampon or menstrual cup? So some when people ask this kind of questions, they may be thinking of will it hurt the hymen?
Yeah.
So hymen is something that it should have opening once. Uh, 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 how to say? It should have opening, and the hymen actually is. Okay, let me switch the camera first.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the model to you guys. So when we talk about hymen, actually is only here. It's located here. It's very very close to the entrance, and it must have opening. Otherwise, when you are 30 years old, you still don't have period blood come out. So very importantly, the knowledge that we know around hymen is very very little and limited. Uh, the correct information is the hymen has opening. It is flexible and elastic. The tampon and the menstrual cup can grow through it. So when we talk about hymen, we will relate it to our sexual experience. But actually, the hymen cannot indicate our sexual experience, because it has opening, it's at different shapes. Some people don't even have this layer of membrane in our body. So we will say, if you want to keep when you have your first sexual experience, it's your own choice. But for the tampon, menstrual cup, or other menstrual product that you want to use, it shouldn't be affect your sexual experience. So it should be a separate thing that you can also consider using some products that suit your lifestyles and suit your daily activities if you want to go swimming or other activities. So this is something that we also would like to share with you, and you can consider when you have used tampon or menstrual cup, or even when to have the sexual experience, but remind you that that is a separate thing that you can think about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Zoe.
Thank you
So I
so
think
much.
we have no further questions from the audience, but they can still comment the questions after the live and we can answer them. Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Um, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much again, Zoe, for sharing your time and insights with us today. It's very helpful and educational. And thank you to everyone as well who joined today's live session.
Yep.
We hope today's discussion helped raise awareness about period poverty and the importance of menstrual health support within our communities. Also, please continue to supporting the organizations like Free Periods Hong Kong. We'll flash their social media channels
Yep.
there. You can take a screenshot if you want and follow them right away. And also, they have feedback form here. You can scan it and send your feedback. Okay, so yeah, Please continue supporting organizations like Free Periods Hong Kong, HK, and HelperChoice, sharing educational content, supporting community and initiatives, encouraging open conversations like this, and advocating for better support and awareness. You can also, yeah, there you go. Splash it at the screen. Then, yeah, thank you, everyone. Anything you want to say, Zoe?
Yeah, just follow us. We will try to gather more resources for the migrant domestic worker community. If we have any other next event, you can also see from our Instagram or Facebook page.
All right, then. Okay. Thank you so much, Zoe, and have a great week. Bye.
Yeah, have a great day. Bye bye.
Mm.